Here are some very violent video games that are suggested to be played at the ages 17 plus, but unfortunately people under the age of 17 ignore it like it's nothing and just play.
The California law at issue today before this court differs from the New York law at issue in Ginsburg in only one respect. Where New York was concerned with minors' access to harmful sexual material outside the guidance of a parent, California is no less concerned with a minor's access to the deviant level of violence that is presented in a certain category of video games that can be no less harmful to the development of minors. When this court in Ginsburg crafted a rule of law that permits states to regulate a minor's access to such material outside the presence of a parent, it did so for two fundamental reasons that are equally applicable this morning in this case. First, this rule permits parents' claim to authority in their own household to direct the upbringing and the development of their children. And secondly, this rule promotes the state's independent interest in helping parents protect the well-being of children in those instances when parents cannot be present. So this morning, California asked this court to adopt a rule of law that permits states to restrict minors' ability to purchase deviant, violent video games that the legislature has determined can be harmful to the development.
Some games like these have no educational value and could possibly lead up to these problems, such as causing medical problems, change of social life, being over-addictive, may take over your life, deduction of money, people can hurt themselves, and have bad influences.
Video games have ratings, of course, and we asked Daniel Seberg to find out who does that rating and how they decide.
Tom Sabalik is 14, but playing a video game intended for people 17 and older. Call of Duty is rated M for mature.
I don't really discriminate because of the rating. I'm not looking for a game that's obscene or vulgar. If it's a good game, then I want to play it. And most good games I find are rated M.
Every video game is rated based on content, just like movies. But unlike movies that last just a few hours, video games often run 30 to 40 hours of playing time.
Games rated T for teen may contain violence but minimal blood. Games rated M for mature may contain intense violence, blood, and decapitation. And games rated AO, that's adults only, too graphic to show you here, have prolonged scenes of intense violence and sexual content.
To rate video games, the gaming industry created an independent panel of about 6 people, not unlike the movies. But it only rates scenes selected by the game maker, although the game maker faces fines for failing to disclose graphic content. And when we asked the Ratings Board Association just who these people are, President Patricia Vance wouldn't tell us.
Shouldn't they be revealed in some way so that the public can get a better understanding of who these people are and make sure that their kids are playing games that are age appropriate for them?
Look, the point of keeping our raters' identities anonymous is to keep them away from outside pressures, whether it's from industry, whether it's from consumer advocacy groups, whether it's from the press.
The gaming industry is asking retailers to voluntarily agree not to sell M-rated games to minors. Daniel Seberg for CBS News, New York.
We wondered how big video games have become in entertainment. Have a look at this. Music sales in this country total $6.9 billion a year. Movies take in $10.6 billion at the box office, and video game sales total $23 billion, more than movies and music combined.
These video games have been around for a long time and have been affecting the lives of young people. Please help us fulfill our request to make video games a reasonable rating.